Hi guys, and welcome to Chair Restorative Yoga Maxine at Humankind Studios in Brighton, Kempton. You should pop along on a Wednesday, 11:30. And I'm just doing a brief description here on restorative chair yoga. So this is for people who are either in wheelchairs and would like to do restorative yoga with a chair, for people who can't get down to the floor due to mobility issues or pain issues. And this is just another way to do restorative yoga. Basically, it's one of the easiest ways to do yoga. And if you do it in your wheelchair, just make sure you have some pillows or blankets on your wheels, just so you don't get caught up or hurt. And if you've got a banana board as well for some of the positions, then that's great also. So here we're in the reclining child's pose, and this is one of the advanced poses. This is just one bolster level here, and this is a nice stretch on the back. It's good for your organs, massages the organs. I'm just peeling up there slowly, which we have to do. You have to take everything very slow. This is on fast speed. These positions are actually done for about 5 to 10 minutes. So this is modification 2, so the middle one with the 2 bolsters. This is for people who can't get down to the bolster 1. It just takes a lot of pressure off of the neck, off of the lower back. And then if you can't do that, if that feels uncomfortable, we have 3. And this is so it just feels as if your chest and your neck and your head is more rested, but you're still getting kind of the same benefits. And if you can't do that, then we just sit you up on the chair as normal as you would on a normal chair. And it's all about just listening and connecting to your mind, your breath, your body, just feeling sensations when you're moving, staying in the present moment like yoga's all about. Because that's the real form of yoga, is just staying in the present moment. And we turn around there, and like I said, this is fast paced, but you peel off of the yoga bolsters really slowly, so you don't cause any injury, because we're there for a while, the muscles and everything are working. So we're turning the head, which actually gives us different stretches, there's different muscles that are working, different organs that are being squeezed and massaged, releasing different oxygen, different toxins are releasing out of our system, getting new fresh air of blood coming in. The nervous system is really calming down. And we're just going back down to the modifications again on the other side. Always stretching your back as well, the lower you go. So your back is getting ready to move down into that position, and it just makes it more comfortable. This is what we do in class as well. You can either go on the floor, you can have your wheelchair, or you can have the chairs. Anything goes here. keep the bolsters close so you know where everything is and that it's reachable. I'm trying not to use my legs here, as you can tell. I'm trying to show people that you don't necessarily have to use your legs to do this on your own. We're going diagonal with the chair. Stretching, turning, going into a reclined, seated twist, which is a very powerful movement, very powerful position. Seeing I didn't feel comfortable there, so I moved back in my seat, and this happens. And I tell my clients, if you do not feel comfortable, then just move, change into a nice position, because you're in charge of your body. I'm not in charge of you. You are in charge of yourself, and if something doesn't feel right, then we come out, we try again, or we modify. So this is the modification 1. This is really good for people with slow digestion problems, IBS, people who are very constipated. And then this is modification number 2, and it's a complete different stretch to the child's pose. And if you see, I'm putting my hands underneath the bolster just because it feels more comfortable for me. Your hands might feel comfortable on the first bolster underneath or on top of the bolster, but for me this is just the comfortable. And then modification number 3, still doing that stretch. It's very pampering. This is modification number 4. If you can't get down to the pillows, we just sit and change our bodies this way. And then we move our head the other way, we're turning the other way. And even though we're in the same position and posture poses with our body, our head has changed, and there's a lot of muscles that are being worked on the other side. It's a completely different stretch, completely different. And just being aware of the body's sensations and the breath and the present moment, and it is basically pampering, this yoga. It's very relaxing, very pampering. Really good for people with chronic conditions, because you're restoring. That's what you're doing. You're restoring your body. Down we go, letting go, releasing all that stress, all the worry, and leaving everything just so we can heal, restore. There you go. I didn't feel comfortable, as you can see, so my hands have gone under. And this is me listening to my body, and that's what you get praised for in these classes, is to listen to your body. There's no pushing here. You're slowly coming up. Remember, this is fast camera tape, but slowly I call it peeling. We're peeling off of things, and we're melting into the bolsters and peeling off the bolsters, so it's really slow. It's modification number 1 on the other side. It's really good for the spine as well, especially if you've got scoliosis, osteoporosis. This is a really good one. And then you go the other way. But we're not showing you that now, we're just showing you another move. So I'm showing you obviously with my legs, trying not to move my legs, work my legs, showing you how to move the chair, how to wiggle back into the chair. And now wiggling forward. And then we're going into the fish pose, reclining fish pose, and as you can see I'm telling you to put your chin in, and this is really good for posture issues. You know, a lot of us have computer text neck, or you have a hunchback. This is good if you're in a wheelchair. You can see my hands are going in the space in between there, look, and it's a bit like hugging a tree backwards in a way, or a lamppost or something. But this is a really good one for your back, your neck. It's a heart opener as well, so it's good for breathing issues. We slunch back so much in this time and day and age, so doing this just makes you feel so great afterwards. And this is modification 1. And then there's 2, modification 2. If you can't put your hands behind your back, then just hold on to the chair behind you, but making sure that you relax your arms, relax your body. And then there's 3, just putting your hands on your lap. Your chin's still down, so it looks like you've got 4 or 5 chins. And just dropping that down slowly because of your back and your neck, wiggling back up. And that's modification 5. Still bringing your chin back. Sometimes it could be too much to have all that where our posture's so bad, so we just got to go into modification 5 to start off with. Now coming into another pose here, and it's a tiny bit like the cobra, but you're the other way around. You're not you haven't got the floor on your belly, but your body is doing the same on the top as a cobra. You have to feel it to know what I'm on about, really. It's really, really good if you have backache, really good. Lower backache. Because you're squeezing the discs, which is creating water. It's creating water flow in the discs as well, and your discs are closed like this as well, so it's really nice position. And if your head's not comfy, you could put a pillow in there, but it's not as effective. So just try and keep the blankets. If one blanket doesn't help, then put another blanket on. This is probably the least modification I would do to this one. There we are. That's it. Love you lots.